DJ Safety. Protect your noggins.
Protect your noggins.
Welcome back to another episode of Deep Thoughts Whiskey Shots. As always, it is I, your glorious host, the Manila Gorilla, the albino rhino, maintenance Thor, and today, bringing back an old character, it's Sergeant Safety. And as always, joined in the goonstoon. That's right. Who is this?
I don't know what the fuck a goonstoon is, but hi, it's me, Blade, the degenerate extraordinaire. I'm here in my goonstoon, I guess.
The costume for goons. The goonstoon.
Oh, I'm not. This isn't a costume. This is just me.
Oh, yeah. See, I walked in and he was like, you know what? This is what it is today. This is what we're doing. Just live with it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, you accept me as a friend or you don't. You live with my kinks or you don't. This is what it is today. So, oh, right. Well, real quick, do you want to let the people know what we're drinking today, mister?
Well, we're drinking two different things. We're keeping it classy, honestly. Texas beers, both.
Texas.
I've got myself some Blood and Honey.
And a good old Shiner Bock for me.
There we are. And
Let's enjoy this drink.
I love both of these beers, honestly.
Oh, God. Wait a minute. Wait, how are we supposed to do it? Uh-oh. This is not good, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't plan for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we might be on the verge of a Crisis 3 meltdown. We might be on the verge. We've never seen the Degenerate Extraordinaire without being able to drink for a whole pod. We don't know what we're going to get, what's going to happen.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Hold on. Does he have an idea? Oh! Crisis averted. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, President Clinton. I don't know. I don't know.
That's actually refreshing.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
That was an actual problem. I didn't think about this before I put the helmet on.
You know, I've realized in life that seems how we do a lot of things. We don't realize the problems until the next.
Adobe Photoshop.
See? You see?
I bought you already.
We already own you.
Oh God. It's the right side. Stage left. Where? Oh my God.
We were just talking about how good he was at this.
There it is. Look, it was a white background. We're good.
Yep. See, hey, give him credit. All right, give him credit.
Welcome to Deep Thoughts and Whiskey Shots.
Welcome. So yeah, we're sipping on some Shiner and some Blood and Honey. You know, it's been kind of our favorites as always. We listen. If you're not doing Texas beer, you ain't doing it right.
That's true.
Just
being from anywhere Texas as we are.
You know, I mean, Dos Equis is good, you know, but I mean, I would argue that that's southern Texas, a.k.a. Mexico.
So we have some unfortunate news, right? We've been living in this realm that we live in.
Yeah, it's you know, listen, sometimes in life it's not all fun and games, you know, unfortunately, and you know, both me and you kind of grew up in the same generation, the same era, and a lot of the same entertainment and stuff, and we just have to, you know, give a shout out, rest in power, Ozzy Osbourne.
R.I. Power.
R.I. Power to Ozzy Osbourne.
That's what you were about to say. I know it, I'm here for it. R.I. Power.
R.I. Power.
R.I. Power.
That's right. Aren't I Power?
Oh, You know what I just realized?
Who?
They can see my fucking eyes, and I don't like that.
I actually was liking it in the mask because the way you were able to move your eyes was actually getting kind of funny when you were panicking.
You like this?
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
All right, we'll leave it. Hold on. All right, we'll give you guys a little bit of a.
See, now you look like you're coming to rob us.
Honestly, yeah, I do look like the Unabomber.
Yep. And then me next to it with my military helmet don't look much better. Do it. Do it, Bomber. Do it. Do it.
Do it, Ted.
Do it. Do it, Ted.
Mail them the bombs.
They named you Bundy. Do it. Do it.
That's the wrong.
Oh, what? Oh, sorry.
That's the wrong Ted.
Oh. Do it, you little bear.
We're talking
Do
Ted Kaczynski.
Oh, that's the bear, right?
No, that's the Unabomber.
Oh. Well, you know what also Unibombed? This news about Ozzy
That sounds
dying.
like another episode we need to have. We need to get you updated on all the crazy-ass crazy people.
So that's the thing. Is like I got a good general knowledge on some of the ones that like catch my attention and stuff, but not all of them. Like I'm not one of those people that's.
You are right. The eyeballs give it character. See, watch this.
Yeah. Ooh, he's a shady. He's a sneaky shady person. And he really is, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't yet, you need to watch our gaming series, as he's our sneaky snake lately. So
hell yeah.
Very shady and sneaky. And if you also haven't seen, we have our Gauntlet Legacy going on as well. So we're co-oping in a world of magic and fantasy. So be sure to check all that stuff out. Like, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends about, again, 2 jackasses and a grain of salt. So
all the salt.
Salty. So just keep that in mind. And then the other one, we do have to give a.
I'm cutting that in. I'm cutting in that Star Wars scene.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
No, not to do it.
Do it one too.
Salty.
That one too. Do it. Salty. Anyways, and then also, we do have to say rest in peace, Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, especially the Hulkster.
So listen,
he admitted in court that he does not have an 8-inch penis.
He did 10, but yes, he said that's Hulk has the 10-inch. He is Terry Bollea. He is average. So here's the thing, so before we get into Ozzy, because I know we have a lot of things, we're just going to talk about just some of our fond memories and stuff. And I'm a big wrestling fan. I've said it many, many times. I used to have the belt on the pod and all that stuff, and I me and my wife watching SummerSlam and all that stuff. We love wrestling. Here's the thing. I know Hulk Hogan, there's a lot of controversy surrounding his death, right? And it's an unfortunate thing where it's a lot of stuff, with racism and a lot of, I don't want to make excuses, untimely comments at the, wrong place, wrong time, bad actions, sleeping with his friend's wife and getting caught on camera and, saying a bunch of racial slurs and stuff like that. So if you want to say Terry Bollea as a person is not great, I 100% understand. I don't know the man. You can say whatever you want to on the opinions he's expressed, right? But that being said, I think it is also fair that you have to give the man his credit for what he did in the wrestling world. So, again, you don't have to like Terry Bollea, racist, all that stuff, but Hulk Hogan, you have to give his flowers that he did. I mean, wrestling is what wrestling is because of Hulk Hogan now.
Yeah, I'll have to give you that. You do have to separate the artist from the art. Because, there's the whole H.P. Lovecraft thing. I love all the fucking Lovecraftian stuff that happened, right? But I do not like H.P. Lovecraft himself.
Very, what he named his cat racial slurs or something like that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that. You look it up on your own. But, look, like another one that I think falls in that category was like Michael Jackson when he died, right? Like, if you want to separate the music, one of the greatest musicians, performers, all that of all time, you cannot take that away from the man.
He made Thriller.
He made Heal the World.
He made Thriller.
He made it popular to do this right here. Plug in music. Shamona with the moon dancer, moonwalker. Yeah, but if you want to say on a personal life, he was a little creepy and weird. Can't argue with you there either. You know what I mean? It's very. So that's one thing that.
And again, we didn't really know him, and I'm pretty sure all those stories are true, but.
That's one of those weird ones, like, I don't know, because, like, when I like to, I've said it before, I like to listen to some old radio just to kind of hear things and just listen to the stories of the time, and even back then, it was like they weren't sure, like, yeah, it felt very media directed, but at the end of the day, it was still, like, we don't know for sure, like, it was the same shit, like, nothing's really been solved or whatever, again, if you want to say he was a weird, creepy guy, if you want to say he had some weird mannerisms, if he had some weird, habits, if he was a pedo, yeah, all bad, negative. As a musician into the music world, you got to give the guy credit. And I feel like Hulk Hogan's in that same general. Again, Hulk Hogan, wrestling, amazing. Terry Bollea, the person living day to day being racial slurs, not so great. So you just got to, earthquakes. So you just got I just feel like you got to separate those two, and I'm sure there's been a lot of people like that, just a lot of musicians, Kurt Cobain committed the old sewer slide. I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't agree with that.
All right.
But
nope. I'm one of those. I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, so I'm
one of those guys that believes it was Courtney Love that had him killed.
I do too personally because he was a short guy with a shotgun. We're not going to get into that, but
I'm not. Oh my goodness, I'm about to get into it though.
No,
especially because of the type of shotgun that he killed himself with, because it was one of those reciprocation ones. Like he held the barrel and then shot himself. Okay, that's wild that he was holding it because the barrel recoils itself. It's like an A5. Anyway, sorry, that was Blade's gunsmith rant for the day.
It's funny. Ever since he's got this gunsmithing thing, like we were watching something, I was like, that gun wasn't there. And he's actually, James, it was.
I'm not going to lie. I totally do that. I straight up do. Well, actually, that gun was made in the 1970s, the late 1970s, so it would be logical that an army would be using it during the 80s. Yeah, honestly.
Just boom.
And I don't know what happens to me, but I do make that voice every time I talk about that. It's weird.
It's like a pair of glasses magically fall onto the end of his nose, and he has to. Well, actually, James, if I can be so frank.
Yeah,
like,
I get the whole anime thing that happens. Like the light is shining from up underneath my eyeballs.
Oh, that's evil. No, is it? Wait, is it middle two? That's evil. That's nerd. I can't remember what. I
do it this way. I like doing it that way. I do all my hand. Yeah. Well, it's just the finger that's pushing it, but you do the hand like a JoJo style thing.
Oh no, my glasses.
And then whenever you finish putting your glasses on, you say, "That's right, it was a JoJo's reference."
Hey, did you put your glasses on like a JoJo's reference?
This man gets it.
This man understands. All right, so enough of that. So just some,
enough of that.
Enough of that. So yeah, so rest in power, Ozzy Hulk. Real quick, what was your personal favorite Ozzy song? I mean, I don't know if I could say a personal. I mean, Bark at the Moon, I loved. I loved Bark at the Moon. The generic ones, Paranoid and stuff like that.
Paranoid was my second favorite.
I love Paranoid. Paranoid's great.
My favorite one was NIB.
Can you do a quick top 5? I know it's on the spot, but could you do it? Like, it doesn't have to be in any particular order. If you just name 5, you've already said Paranoid and NIB. NIB's great. I love NIB. Yeah.
Paranoid.
Okay.
Crazy Train.
Yep.
That one he did with Zach Wilde. Ooh. It was on Madden 2011.
No More Tears?
No More Tears is a good one.
You're talking about Never Want to Stop, his most recent.
Yes.
I don't know what it's but I don't want to
Yes. That one's fucking good. I liked that one.
That album wasn't Ozzy for me, but that song was Ozzy.
Honestly, okay, it was the combination of Ozzy and Zach Wilde, because I like Zach Wilde too. Zach Wilde's got that fucking wow. You know what I mean?
And he was a god in Aqua Teen Hunger Force, which automatically gives him bonus points for us.
He
came in on 2 white stallions and a sleigh.
That's true.
So that's automatic bonus points for us.
Oh my god, is that Zach Wilde?
He's like hiding. Tell him I got the money tomorrow. yeah, that was funny.
And then also Danzig was on that. He was like, tell that motherfucker that he owes me that fucking money.
He owes me the money. He signed a contract. Where's that cup? Where's the cup? Yeah. If I had to do a quick one, so No More Tears is up there. Crazy Train. I can't really put them in an order, honestly. I'm a huge, I grew up on Ozzy.
That's not necessarily in order either. I like all of Ozzy's stuff.
NIB is definitely up there. I'm trying to think of ones that you didn't say just because the ones you said are really up there for me too. No More Tears. The I Don't Want to Stop was a good one. War Pigs.
Mama,
I love War Pigs.
Oh,
Mama,
War
Pigs.
Yeah. Oh my God, yes.
And feels their bodies burning. Yeah, I love War Pigs, bro.
As the death machine keeps turning.
Oh Lord,
yeah, I love the oh Lord, yeah.
Bro, see, that's what's crazy too. I was looking into some stuff. Like, I didn't know Ozzy did, I think, Paranoid at 21. And it's just like, whoa.
No, he is. Yeah. He is legendary. He's a Prince of Darkness, man. He is the Prince of Darkness in my eyes.
Well, dude, No More Tears when he was 47. I think so. From 21 to 47, that's a huge gap. Hits, you know what I mean? Everything that was in between, Crazy Train, all that stuff in between.
All of it's awesome.
And then, I Don't Want to Stop. For whatever your opinion was on that, that was 2011.
That was
2012.
His comeback, if you will.
That's when he was trying to come back after being sober and just hey, I'm Ozzy again and all that. And I mean, again, I loved I Don't Want to Stop. And there was a couple other songs on there, but that was the main one, just being honest. But yeah, man, talk about legends. You know what I mean? 2 of them back to back. It's one of those crazies, And then, just because
it's weird that we're getting to that age too, man.
Yeah.
We're getting to the age where the legends are starting to fade away.
Well, here's another little crazy fact. I'm going to go back on that real quick, but just another one I just remember. Ozzy didn't even start Ozfest till he was 57. And that was such a big deal when we were in our formative rock teenage high school years.
Jesus, I hate that you said that because I remember that in freshman high school.
Yeah. And that's bro, I thought Ozfest was a thing for a long time. He didn't even start until he was 57 years old. So I mean, for anybody that thinks they too old, bro, I mean from 21 literally, and then the Osbournes, all that stuff, he helped his daughter and his son get their stuff.
You remember the show?
Oh yeah. So I'm talking about the show. I love the show. Just bro,
Sharon!
Sharon, you fucking what?
Fuck you, Ozzy, you fucking prick.
They're just so like, and then like this and look, and I like the thing too is like, I hate to say it like this, but now that he died, I know a lot of people used to try to give him shit like, oh, he didn't really love his wife, he wasn't great to Sharon. Dude, if you've seen the way Sharon's been handling this, the kids been handling this, they all knew who Ozzy was. He was a very loving person. He spoke like
the Prince of Darkness and the Prince of that family. He cared for his family, man.
Judy Hopps.
Oh no!
Judy Hopps.
Oh God, no!
Judy Hopps.
Oh please! Oh,
the Gooners.
Is that me? Is that me?
Don't do it.
Okay,
no,
that's me.
Blade,
That's
get
me.
off
That's
it.
me. That's me. That's
Blade,
me. That's
hurry,
me. That's
get
me.
Away.
We're there.
We almost lost the gender shortener there for a moment. We got lucky. Him and Judy Hopps. See previous episode. I think that was on his top 10. I think it was actually. I think you put Judy up on your goon list.
I think you're right.
I know. See previous episodes like in the 20s or 30s or way early.
It's changed since then.
I don't believe it. I saw the way you were just looking just now.
Well, there's new anime out. You don't know.
More things have been added. It's not that she's not up there.
Yeah, exactly.
She's just been demoted from 7 to 11.
Nah, she's been knocked down. Yeah, exactly.
Ever since she got knocked up in the second movie, apparently.
7-Eleven. Never forget.
You know they're doing that, right? It's like canon that she gets knocked up by the fox.
Sweet.
Apparently.
We get a hybrid fox rabbit.
It's going to be something. It's going to be interesting for sure.
It's the prequel to Fox and the Hound.
Man. Well, and the one thing you could probably say about both of these gentlemen, to be honest with you, too, is unfortunately in their later days in their life, they both lived a hard life. Ozzy with a lot of the drugs and partying, and Hulk Hogan with a lot of the just falling and damage. And we got to be honest, it probably caused a lot of CTE, brain damage type things, and just problems you don't realize when you fall on your back a million times or you do so many drugs you don't understand when you're 21. Hulk Hogan getting dropped on his head at 21 versus when he's 70-something and saying shit that he shouldn't be saying. And that kind of, I know when we were bringing this up, that kind of got you into thinking about a couple things and something that we're both fairly passionate about as well. But yeah, well, it's fine. But, like what was, getting into it, you bringing up, I don't know how exactly you brought it up to me, but I remember we were talking about it.
Yeah, I know. I randomly
awkward
got in touch
segue.
with you. Yeah, it's definitely an awkward segue, but
it was actually, and look, to be fair, whenever he just called me and was like, "Hey man, I've been thinking about this," I was like, "Well, this is awkward."
I want to talk about Antonio Brown.
Yeah. So it was awkward brought up to me. That's why we have an awkward segue.
Yeah, exactly. So one day I was sitting here. I like to do my gunsmithing, right? So whenever I gunsmith here. It's right over there, actually. I like to put on something on the big TV here. Hey, speaking of which, it's gone.
Oh no!
Oh no! Hold on.
No. All right. Well, while he's doing that, so
where
what happened? There it is.
It's not this, is it?
That's it.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so there it is. So yeah.
There we go.
So you were doing your gunsmithing thing, and you were watching something on Antonio Brown. What made you just randomly had an idea? Or
yeah. So I was like,
he's been in the news a lot lately.
He had a lot of crazy shit happen in a very weird amount of time.
The timeline is crazy.
Yeah. So it got me fucking thinking, and then I started just watching. I have it on autoplay, so whenever I'm fixing things, I just go down these rabbit holes, and I went down a rabbit hole of what is it? Oh no, chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
Closer than I would have got. Yeah, sounds right.
And or CTE, if you will.
There you go.
And it's the constant.
You hear it all the time.
Of your brain, the shaking of your brain, and it gives you basically brain injuries along the way.
It's like just constant concussion trauma, basically, right? Yeah.
Basically, you're rocking your brain around every fucking day, every fucking hour, every chance you get.
Yeah.
And it just it led me down this weird fucking this hole, right?
So is that why you told me to wear a protective headgear?
Exactly. That's why we're wearing these right now.
See, he just called and he was just so randomly like, James, we got to protect our heads. I'm like, I wear a condom. Don't worry. He's like, no, wrong head. And I was like, okay. And then it just turned into all this. So that's why I guess he's going to educate us on all this. And he told me to bring the sturdiest helmet I could. And
I wouldn't necessarily say educate, but I did go down a whole fucking rabbit hole of different people that I thought were interesting. And some of them I think CTE was a culprit. Maybe something that played into aspect. And some of them I just think might be just sociopaths.
listen, Blade. When I say educate, if they're here for their information for us, then they're in trouble. They got CTE, so it's we're just trying to make them laugh. That's all. That's all.
I get it. Yeah, because they're watching us and whatnot.
Yeah. Anyways, we're smart.
Definitely.
All right.
But like the first guy I'd like to talk about is Darren Sharper.
Oh, there you go. There's a name that a lot of people probably ain't really. When did he play? 11, 12, something like that.
Yeah, it was during the the last.
No, 98 to 11, right?
Yeah, 98 to 11. Because the last games that he played was with the New Orleans Saints when they won the Super Bowl.
Nowlands. Real quick, just as a little, what's your opinion on the Saints being a Louisiana boy?
They're all right.
Okay, I know you're a Cowboy fan.
I like Drew Brees. I like I like Reggie Bush.
One of the few fans, yes, Reggie Bush. Yeah,
I like Reggie Bush. He's kind of cool.
Marquise Colston was good.
Oh, I like Marquise Colston. Yeah. Yes, he was one of my favorite receivers for a minute.
There you go. So
and I think they had Kellen Winslow as well.
That was Cleveland, I believe. No, I think they had him maybe for like the tail end or something.
Yeah, they had him for the last bit.
Yeah, he wasn't as effective, but yeah. So Darren Sharper.
That was after all the sexual.
That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, I learned about him too during this rabbit hole.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's that's the unfortunate thing, man. Is it's
I was like, damn it, I liked him. I didn't know what happened to him.
And listen, as we go through some of these stories and things, it's like you said, we're not really here to educate you. It's just like the pitfalls and the darkness of some of this stuff. Like, listen, like me and this man both played football. I played from the age of 5, So
same here, man. Like we were kind of like in the same circle.
If we would have kept going, we could have easily been like it would have been one of the situations.
Full disclosure, we're from the same area, believe it or not.
Yep. Doing. So I mean, but it's definitely one of those things. Like, so just keep this all in mind. Of just again, it's the solution. It's just again, I joke as education, but it's really just more of a like just understand. Like, we love the game too. Like, I was one of the people when they started doing all the CTE talk and it was starting to take away from the game and they were adjusting the kickoff rules and they were adjusting this and that. I was like, man, y'all are really babying the game up. But it's like when you start telling me some of this stuff, I'm like, well, man, maybe there's a little bit to it. It might be a little bit coinciding. And then when we were talking about like the Achilles injuries with the basketball players and they play at such a young age, and it's kind of like, man, it makes me wonder, like, these kids getting in a little car crashes with helmets, maybe long term it is real, damaging. But yeah, so Darren Sharper, we were getting that one. Go on.
So like if you know about Darren Sharper, he had all this fucking good shit going on for him.
Hell of a player.
I think after the 2011 season, one of those two, he got caught up in rape allegations, and then
grape.
Yeah. Oh yeah, grape.
Grape flavored allegations.
Yeah, grape flavored allegations.
Yep.
And and was
not to make it light
in dealing a lot of powder.
Oh.
A lot of powder. A lot of little white ladies.
White ladies and grapes.
Ladies and grapes.
That's not a good combo for people.
That's not a good combo.
Dang.
And I think he might be currently still serving in jail right now.
So this makes me wonder, though. So for that particular situation, was there any more key facts to that, or was that kind of the main thing that, like, after he played, he got busted up?
That's basically the main thing. I mean, he's not one of those guys. He was a safety.
Right. So, which, to be fair, you're running full speed, and then you're just...
You did tell me that before the show. I was telling you about these guys that I chose and all this stuff, and you're like, oh, well, that makes kind of sense because you're like running full force. You have like 7 to 10 yards to be able to run depending on formation and stuff like that.
And think about how fast these guys are on a 40-yard dash. I mean, how quick do you think they're going to get in 7-10? And they're just already on their toes.
Darren Sharper had a 4.5, 4.4.
Quick.
No, he was a fast fucking safety.
I know we looked at his lateral numbers. His lateral numbers were pretty impressive.
Oh, his lateral numbers were ridiculous. Yeah. Holy crap.
We were looking at his stats, and he had like 3 9-interception seasons for 3 different teams or something. Like, so he was.
Oh, yeah. It was 3 different teams. It was like Green Bay.
Yep. And he had like those 4 years, like, what was it, 4 years in a row of 5+ interceptions or something like that? Like some crazy numbers, And
it was like 6, 5, 7, and then 4.
I think 4 was his last one there, and then he went to Minnesota, hit like a 9.55 or something like that. But yeah, I mean, and anybody that knows football knows that, like, if you're getting interceptions at that rate, you got some speed on you. Like, you got to be able to go track the ball and move around, especially as a safety. It's not like you're a cornerback where you're right here already. You know what I mean? Like, you're tracking the ball.
You're reading the routes.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
Seeing it. You're like, oh, that fucker's doing a slant.
Which is also a crazy thing to think about, too, because, like, as a safety, you got to be able to really think or whatever, right? So, like, you really kind of think about your brain is actively functioning the whole time, and then you're running full speed, and it's literally, whoosh, and then you're stopping. And we're talking about CTE being the shaking of your brain. It's
yeah, and you're just slamming into a motherfucker.
Yeah. But see, he's so with those allegations, my personal opinion, like, that's one of those ones, I don't know if you can address that to CTE. I mean, you've heard about a lot of guys that come from the hood and they move, they move products and stuff like that. The graping, obviously, that's an aggression thing. So maybe, that's definitely a CTE thing. But I think, like, the drug dealing, that might just be, I mean, you don't know where the guy come from, who his family was, how that ties in. Like I said, the grape-flavored allegations are horrible. It wasn't even allegations. It was true, right?
No, yeah, it was definitely true.
So the grape-flavored crime is not good. But the drug dealing one, I don't know if I could accompany that to CTE, but the other one I could definitely make a case for.
Yeah, that's why I brought him up, because it's kind of like to break up the
like a mild
stigma.
icebreaker.
Break up the stigma of CTE. Did he have CTE, or is he leaning on it?
Yeah,
it's that kind of thing. And then we bring up the next person, Bill Romanowski. And that's like a combination of CTE and steroids right there, man.
Yeah,
because he's a 4-time Super Bowl player.
True. 4-time Super Bowl champion.
Super Bowl champion.
Yeah. Not just played, he won.
and I think 2 with one team and 2 with 2 different teams.
I think he had one with Oakland, Denver, and I think he won it in Oakland and Denver, but I can't remember the other one if he did win with the other one.
Did he play in Green Bay? Am I
I think he did, but I don't know if he won because he played for a lot of teams because of attitude issues.
Yes,
like he was one of those guys that was.
He was a journeyman, if you will.
But he was like one of the most skilled journeymen.
Who are you? Yeah, we don't know you. We didn't invite you to the podcast. What are you doing here?
And to be said about Bill Romanowski, for everything else, he eventually had to work as a prison guard. If you know, you know.
Oh yeah.
Mean Machine. Mean Machine.
I know that.
Mean Machine.
I've been there. No,
so what do you got on him? What do you think his descent to madness was? What trail do you got?
I think he was
present your evidence.
Okay, so in the beginning of his career, he got kind of bullied and hazed. Right?
He was kind of a small guy at first,
and he took it fucking personally. That's literally what happened. He took it fucking personally. He was like, "All right, bitch."
Insert Jordan meme here. I took it personal.
Yeah, he fucking took it personally, and he started getting juiced up and big, and realized, this is the way you survive in the league. Yeah. And then it was that testosterone that got to him. The whatever they were using back then. Trin,
all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Plus the smacking into people and just being a mean fucking bastard.
They would be, if you had to classify anybody as a mean fucking bastard, it was Bill
Romanowski. It's Bill Romanowski, bro. Because they're like the stuff I was reading and listening to. He apparently was in a like a dog pile, right? And me and you have both been in dog piles trying to get the ball and rip for the ball and stuff like that.
But generally speaking, if you're not the guy right there with your hand on the ball, you just get up and get out the way. Like you just
you're just there to be like,
I'm here. Give me the ball. Just in case it rolls over here. Yeah, exactly. But once the ref touches you, you're like, yeah, you're right. I didn't have a chance.
I'm out of here.
Sorry, man. Yeah, sorry. You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just play. I want to roll with the boys.
Bill Romanowski, on the other hand, was like, what the fuck is this? That's the ball. Rip. And it was actually a fucking finger, and he ripped like a dude's finger right out the fucking socket.
Ugh. I know he broke John Elway's jaw, and he was one of the reasons why they started making the helmet-to-helmet rules and like unprotected quarterback, because he just used to sneak people and just catch them right here with his helmet. And it's like dislocated, broke John's jaw, and then they ended up being teammates. Because John was like, I'd rather him be on my team.
Denver. That was the next team.
Denver
was the next team.
Because he played for Oakland first, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, because then I remember there's an interview with John, and he was like, why would you want this asshole on our team? But he goes, you see the way he hit me? I'd rather him be hitting the other guys than hitting me again. It's like,
fucking right.
I mean, and that's the thing is like what sucks too is, I mean, he was a great player. It's just, how much can you accommodate it to skill, or he was enhanced. Because I remember watching a 60 Minutes piece about him one time.
Too, because he was a pretty good player.
It's like the Barry Bonds thing.
It's not like that he couldn't read plays.
And it's like the Barry Bonds thing. Like, yes, he did the juice. Yes, if he made contact with the ball, it was going to the fence. Hitting a baseball is still the hardest thing in sports. So it's like, I don't care how much juice you do, that's cool. I don't care how much juice you do. you still got to be able to hit the fucking ball. So that's like where the account for Barry Bonds is still like probably the greatest baseball player ever. No matter how you want to say it, yes, he did steroids. Yes, he did this. He swung 4 times a game, and when he hit the damn ball, it went over the fence, or he walked.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the only guy in baseball that they were just like, every time he comes up, it's the first inning, walk him, because we don't want him to blow the game out. Right. Unless you got into a situation it's like, fuck, we can't walk him. If we walk them, they score a run.
That goes back to our previous one of talking about being overqualified.
Yeah. Like, dude, yeah, that really, I mean, Barry, like, that's the thing is, like, you know, just, I know this is off topic, but just that whole steroid thing, like, you have to still have the skill. You can do all the juice in the world. It doesn't make you better than anybody else. Like, Bill Romanowski was a great linebacker that did steroids. It's not Bill Romanowski became a great linebacker because he did steroids. It's he was a great linebacker. He was a good linebacker, did steroids, became great. You know what I'm saying?
That's the whole reason why they call it performance-enhancing drugs.
Oh, yeah. Like, that's what people like to forget.
PEDs, baby.
Well, it's like, again, with the Barry Bonds thing, people like to look back, when he played for the Pittsburgh Pirates, he was only 178. He was still batting .330, like, and was stealing bases and stuff.
He was still
good. like, literally, the difference is he juiced himself to the gills to the point where he put on God mode, and it's just like, big that's all
cool. I could just jog now.
I can walk the bases at this point. Yeah.
This is nice. I'm Barry Bonds.
But I remember watching the Bill Romanowski thing, a 60 Minutes piece, and he had like one of those things that you put your screws and your bits in, and it was just vitamins, and it was every single day.
That was one of the things I watched, actually.
Oh, you saw it too? It was like 64 slots of different vitamins. He's like, yeah, this is my daily regimen. And he had like one for every day of the week. I'm like, holy shit.
It was fucking wild.
Like, and he's like, every day. He's like, every day. He's like, every day take all. He's like, yeah. He's like, what is it? And he's like, basic, fish oil, multivitamin, vitamin D, this, some of the basics. And then he would get into, that's my Trinball, that's my this, that's my Deca, that's my, that's black sheepskin cells. And it's like, what? He's like, I don't know if it actually helps, but I'm going to try it.
Black sheep scales, cells?
Cells. Skin
not
cells.
Scales. Jesus, they're not dragons. I got to pee.
Or are they? Oh, okay. Sorry. As he does that. But yeah, here you go.
Make fun of me.
Look at this little child who can't hold his pee-pee. But as he's going to take a leak with the helmet on, ladies and gentlemen. He sure is. That's our degenerate extraordinaire for you, everybody. Good guy. No pee-pee bladder. But yeah, no, him talking about the Bill Romanowski one, that is definitely one I've thought about before. Because, yeah, I remember seeing that thing, and he's talking about he's taking 64 to 70 different vitamins and pills a day. Everything from testosterone, like I said, Deca, Trinball, to like it was black sheepskin cells, fish oils, omega fish oils, your multivitamins, your basic ones like that. But man, that's one of those ones that makes you wonder, would he have gotten the CTE like symptoms if he wasn't so jacked? Was he causing extra trauma to his head because he was hitting so hard and was so strong? Or is it one of those situations where the way he played, his aggressive style, it was going to happen anyways? Kind of like a Brian Cushing situation. I think he also got busted for PEDs too, but he was such an aggressive linebacker for Houston. Did he already have it? Did he grow into it from damage? Was that one of those things? So Bill's an interesting case for the CTE talk, because that's definitely would he have gotten the CTE with or without the steroids? Is definitely an interesting. Thank you, good sir. It's definitely an interesting conversation. Because like I was telling the audience, sir. Here he comes.
Oh, he lost the shoe.
Oh no! Yes, my foot was itchy. That's literally what happened. My foot got itchy. I was like, damn it, fuck it, it's staying off. So this is what I was kind of asking about the audience. But here's the thing. So the Bill Romanowski situation is interesting to me because, yes, he was a good football player. Yes, he was aggressive.
I'm safe now.
Do you think that? We're in trouble. Do you think that he would have still got the CTE if he didn't do the steroids, or was the extra impact and force and trauma because he was so juiced up that his body wasn't naturally used to taking it? If that makes sense.
I believe it's the combination of the two.
Okay.
Because most people who take steroids and stuff like that, they get pretty fucking agitated.
That's true. Well, especially back then, because like now they have certain blockers and hormone blockers and this and that while you take certain stuff, so it keeps your body regulated. Like that's one thing that a lot of those guys didn't do back in the days. They take testosterone, but they wouldn't take an estrogen blocker. So you're boosting up both, and then your testosterone will drop back down to normal when you're not shooting the extra, but your estrogen levels will stay where it's at.
And that's how you hit the mood swings.
And then next thing you know, you're a moody, steroid rage-filled individual.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that's interesting. It just is one of those made me think, because he was one of those guys, like when you hear him talk, it's like it sounds like there's a lot of hint of like real smarts in there. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't believe Bill Romanowski to be a dummy. Like, you know, I may not be Einstein, but I wouldn't believe him to be a dummy. But it does make you wonder if, hey, maybe he was so smart, he started thinking this is the way to do it, get jacked up, get juiced. You know, not bad, right?
Hey, that's pretty good.
We'd sponsor you if you sponsored us. Starbucks. But
I wasn't going to say it.
Nah, I just put that out there. They don't have to know what it is. But, so that's interesting, the Bill Romanowski one. Yeah, he's another one of those cases where it's really, you know, if he would have stayed the skinny good linebacker that was just a tackling machine, right? Not the guy that was breaking jaws, just a tackling machine, just wrapping up, dragging you down.
Man, that is actually really good.
Told you. Sneaky.
Damn. Anyway.
Do you think without all that extra, like, you know, gas in his ass to really blast into people like he was, do you really think he could have had the CTE, or do you think he would have just gone down like as a...
I think he still would have had the CTE because he was that kind of player.
Okay. And that kind of brings me into it, because I'm also kind of a believer that anybody that plays football for longer than a year will have slight...
It's not even just like, oh, you're playing football forever. Legitimate in his college years, he had coaches telling him, hey, put your fucking head up.
Oh, so he was being warned. He was doing the head down
he was doing head down, doing the whole
people.
Fucking spearing people. Yeah, it was terrible. So he kind of brought it upon himself.
Okay.
It's that kind of stuff.
Got you. And that's why, like, you know, that kind of makes me think, like, you know, a lot of these, you know, so far it's like, you know, now it's a safety and a linebacker, defensive players, you know, and it's just interesting when you think about, like, not a whole lot of offensive guys get, you know, damaged up real bad like that. You got anybody? Who else you got on that list?
So
he's about to shut me up about the offensive guy thing. I have a feeling.
Offensive guy?
Oh, I just thought maybe the next one. I just said like.
Yeah, it is actually. It's Aaron Hernandez. It's kind of an obvious one.
Well, shut me up.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, he played offense.
Yeah, and he was 23 whenever he did all that shit.
His stuff, see, but again, that's another one of those ones where it's confusing to me because yes, he played at a Pee Wee level, and all the things he did,
all the things we did.
But he was also really gang affiliated.
That's very true.
So
he had issues over at his college in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, he was in the middle of Florida, and you know, gang affiliated and all that, this and that. Like that's another one of those ones where it's hard for me to, you know, I'm sure it didn't help. Like I'll put it like that. Like I'm sure if whatever decision-making ability he had for himself was severely damaged, and then being around the wrong influential people. I'll put it like that. If that makes sense.
Definitely true. Because influences really come into play.
So, especially if you're thinking about your brain damage and the people around you are talking about gangbanging and murder and this and that, like, you're kind of rewiring yourself to that lifestyle, more or less. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. So, that's another one of those ones. I don't know if I would say it was the NFL's fault, but the CTE definitely was probably living strong because that's a big boy, too. You know,
well,
I'm sure.
In all honesty, bro, if you made it, wouldn't you just fucking cut ties? Like, I understand. I understand that certain situations, like, the only way out is in a box. But you're making millions of dollars.
There's ways, yeah.
You can get a fucking way from the bullshit.
Because by that logic, a lot of the NBA guys that grew up in a gang-affiliated place got young, got big, and then they left everything. It'd be the same thing. It's
exactly.
Like people from your hood would still
I think
come
about
find
Carmelo
you.
Anthony.
There you go. I mean, Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson's
from the, you know, I mean, shit, Randy Moss. You know, those guys
all came, especially Randy Moss.
They all came from those
He's
real
from
broke.
Compton, I believe.
No, he's from West Virginia. Mississippi. Yeah, you're right, Mississippi. But I mean, Allen Iverson's from West Virginia in a state where
Compton.
Compton's in Cali.
No, I know. Who's from Compton?
Trey?
Yeah, you're right.
From Compton, hey.
Completely different person.
Yep, completely different genre. He might also have CTE. We don't know. We don't know anything about Dre's personal life. He may have played youth football and has CTE. But yeah, no, that's an interesting one. The Aaron Hernandez is definitely like, because I mean, everything I've seen about him, like the documentaries and stuff, they also talk about how he had like a really bad home life. You know, was very mistreated, very abused, very neglected.
Yep.
So it's like, you know,
that's kind of a mix of the home life as well.
Yeah. So that's he's one of those particular people where I feel like, listen, I'm just going to keep it honest. Like, I've said it, like, unless you play like 6 snaps of football in a season, I think everybody that's played football for at least a year or two has at least slight CTE.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I played from the age of 5 to 18. I guarantee you there's some damage there. Like, there's certain things, and we could talk about us personally if you want, but like, I know for me, there's certain times where I walk into a place and like, what the fuck? And it's
Derp.
like, yeah, like instant derp. Like it's like I hit a blank space, just flash reset. Wait, hold on, what's going on? Like I have a couple of those moments. I know I have like the headaches at times. Stuff like that just pop up for no apparent fucking reason.
I too have the whole. What was I doing?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Like some days I can be the chillest dude in the world, and then I'm just having a day, and like the slightest thing that should never irritate me, just be like, fuck you. Like I've had those days.
Yeah,
moments
I've gotten
too.
better at that, but I've had those same days where it's just like, man, stop chewing the way you're chewing.
Yeah, dude, you're breathing. Like, stop breathing.
Stop breathing the way you're breathing.
Please, for the love of God, stop. Just stop. Yeah, so I mean, I do feel like, and then once you hit that pro level, I mean, it's beyond anything you've done all the way. Like we played high school Texas football.
Well, that's like a constant thing because you're constantly practicing. You're like practicing four times out of the week.
They actually say a lot of the pros, like full on contact, they have a lot less harsh practice. But the thing is, you got to understand the. So if Pee Wee is getting into a motorcycle accident, right? When you make it to the pros, it's going head on against an 18-wheeler. I mean, everybody is bigger, stronger, faster. Your linebackers in college can't catch most of your pro running backs, but the linebackers in pros could eat any college running back. You know what I'm saying? Like the speed is different, the strength is different. Like you may have one standout.
It's a whole nother level, brother.
Exactly. I mean, like you could have one superstar player on defense that you're like, oh man, that guy's fast, strong, and da-da-da. Everybody on the team is now fast and strong and da-da-da.
Everybody is that college superstar.
I mean, it's the same thing. Once you hit that pro level, like the 15th man on any NBA team will smoke your ass 21-0. Damn. Like I don't care who you are. Like I mean, the guys that you make fun of, like this guy's trash. Dwight Powell of the Mavericks. Dwight Powell of the Mavericks has been like the Mavericks' 15th man. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot stand him as a player. He doesn't produce. He doesn't do much. He doesn't go out there for a center. He doesn't rebound, play defense. Blah blah blah. I guarantee if I play the dude 1-on-1, he's smoking my ass. Like it's not even close. It's 21-0. Go sit your fat ass down and don't talk about me while I go sit on the bench.
Get off my court.
Yeah. Well, now sit your fat ass down. I'm gonna go sit on the bench for the Mavericks and make big money. But it's the same thing in football, bro. When you're you could be the 55th guy on the roster. You played special teams. But line that dude up in them Oklahoma drills and watch how he runs right through you.
Very true.
Bro, watch how a pro punter just is stronger than you ever thought. Whenever you try to, I'm going to run through him and you realize that guy's got leg and core strength. Holy shit.
Especially if it's Sebastian Janikowski.
Well, that's a different breed. Pat McAfee, them type of guys. But I'm just saying, like.
Oh, God, Pat McAfee.
I mean, Pat McAfee has a little CTE as a punter somehow, but that's just because he was willing to hit everything and anybody.
He's a crazy white boy as well.
Well, that might just be crazy white boy syndrome, CYB. Crazy white boy. But, hey, maybe I got a little of that in me. Who knows, But, yeah, the Aaron Hernandez one, that's tricky for me. Who else you got on your list there? What else we got?
A whale.
A whale?
That's the other side. Hold on. Let's see. I'm going to plug this into my face real quick.
Oh, boy, I wonder how that sounded. I mean, there's an obvious one in my opinion. Like, I think Antonio Brown was the poster child for CTE in my personal opinion.
That's actually the big one that I have here. That's actual CTE.
And that's one that, like, listen, for all the jokes and everything about Antonio Brown, we watched it in real time.
Oh, yeah.
And it was sad. Like, it's one of those sad cases of you see all the craziness, like, the attempted murder and the playing with himself in front of women and stuff like that. The latest stuff, yes.
Like the rabbit hole that I went down, I remember the time where he was a humble, actual, like, dude who was good at it. He was like, oh, he said that about me? Damn, that's crazy. I don't think
gee willikers, fellas. I guess we'll catch him next game.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll keep getting better and stuff like that. And
or wouldn't say anything bad about Ben, or if they were losing, oh yeah, I do need to be better about my routes. Oh yeah, he has a point. And then Vontez Burfict.
Oh yeah,
boom,
Captain PTSD giver himself.
Yeah, the first class PT
Mr. Hitter.
Mr. CTE deliverer himself, first class. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy because, like, before that, I mean, it was a playoff game. He right over the middle, boom, ear hold him.
Yep,
knocked him out cold. It was scary to watch.
Crazy thing is, I don't even think they threw the ball towards him.
No, he was. Yeah, they threw the ball, but it was like kind of late. You know what I mean? Like, he hit him prematurely for sure. But yeah, and it was like immediately after that hit, you just saw the personality change. I mean, he didn't take no bullshit from nobody. You know, and maybe to an extent, you know, that could also be I'm tired of being blamed. You know, that's very possible too. When, listen, without me, y'all ain't shit, but you blame me, like I'd be frustrated too. So maybe that CTE kind of kicked into the, hey, I don't got to put up with this shit. You know, maybe
that's very true. He didn't go to the whole extent of beating the shit out of one of his characters, one of his teammates, like Bill Romanowski did.
So I'm saying he didn't do that. You know, it was more just talking shit and then just being crazy and doing a lot of outside the field stuff. You know, and then once he went to Tampa Bay and all that other stuff, Tom said he loved him, but he just wasn't pro enough. Like, and Tom is one of those guys, like, if you're not a to the T pro, I don't see him putting up with your bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
If practice is at 5:30, that means be here at 5:20 so we can be on the field by 5:30 exactly.
At least.
Like, that's not if you're already 2 hours early working out. Like, if he says we're taking snaps and stretching at 5:30, you better be on that field at 5:25. Yeah. Like, type level of stuff. Like, I see Tom being that type of guy, you know.
I was one of those guys on the team.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to be until the wrong people would come at me about it and, you know, be Mr. CTE me. I'd be, fuck you, you know, and all that shit. But
fuck you, I'm Antonio Brown.
Fuck you, I'm Antonio James.
Oh, my God, he's got 2 first names. What do we do?
That's it. I'm turning into James Brown. Watch me now. Hey. Come on now. But to me, that's like, I mean, just the craziness going from, like, Mr. NFL image to all the stuff. Just all of it. All of it. Uh-oh. Looks like he's got another one.
That's right. I've got actually 2 more.
Okay. So, yeah. Antonio Brown, definite CTE. Definite. That's a definite. The other ones you've said so far, maybe. That, definite CTE.
Oh, yeah. Well, this guy, I think, is a fucking crazy guy. Like, this was before all the arguments of CTE and stuff like that. But then again, it could be CTE before it was diagnosed as a thing, because this all happened during the 80s.
Oh, yeah, so who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Could have been cocaine.
This was a dude named Randall Woodfield.
The Packer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Packer, something else, and I think maybe another team. But, nope. Whatever team Oregon has.
I don't think they have a team no more.
Seattle.
But Seattle was an expansion in the late 80s.
Seattle was an expansion, in the late 80s.
Like 88,
so
I think.
Probably just Green Bay.
Yeah. Okay, that's the one I know him for.
But he was unfortunately known as the I-5 killer or something like that.
Oh,
going
wow.
up and down I-5 and...
Like the highway interstate?
Yeah, the interstate on California or something like that, murdering people, robbing people, and stuff like that. And he was a professional football player during that.
Wow. Like active football player while he was robbing people and murdering.
Yeah, and he wore a mask and all sorts of stuff. And
like straight up burglary.
Yeah, just straight up.
Wow. Armed robbery.
Yeah.
Like walked into 7-Eleven, give me what you got.
Yeah, exactly, until he started murdering people.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, and then they finally caught him and realized, oh, it's this motherfucker. And everybody was like, whoa, we knew it. And I'm not sure if that's like a combination of CTE or just being a fucking sociopath.
See, with the 80s, man, that makes it so much more difficult, too, because, A, the equipment wasn't as good. So, yeah, I believe there was definitely some CTE.
Right.
I mean, I think back in the 80s, you took one good hit and you were automatically deemed CTE. Yeah.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Let's get real. It was the 80s, and he was an athlete, so cocaine was rampant. Like, that was the thing, you know.
That was another documentary I went down. It was like the cocaine era of the NFL. Yeah. Boy, that shit was wild, too.
And in the NBA, they both had some wild eras. Yeah, the cocaine era of sports was crazy.
You know, I haven't even touched on the whole NBA era of things. Like, I need to fucking get on that, too.
Dude, all you gotta do is watch The Last Dance about Michael Jordan. He says when he was drafted in 87 or 86 or whenever it was, the Chicago Bulls were known as the cocaine traveling circus. Because all their players were just like, the team sucked. They literally would go into hotel rooms and just throw parties. Like, they were just coked out their minds.
Hell yeah, dude. I get it. I mean, we went to the high school we went to.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. That's true. We did. We did do that. So, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but that one, the 80s is definitely, you know, the equipment was shit. You know, I know we were looking up some videos earlier, and that's the funniest thing, too, is watching this guy and looking at his draft stats. Good hands. Listen to that. He bobbled the ball
Oh yeah, that shit was funny as fuck.
I don't know. So yeah, I mean, it could be a bunch of things, but I definitely I could definitely see it being, like I said, cocaine, CTE, and probably he had a little bit of psychopath beforehand.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Uh-oh, we're doing a pod here, sir.
I know.
What's going on?
We'll hold that on. Because that's business talk right quick.
It happens.
But, okay, my last person, right? My last person before we get on to your happier...
Something a little brighter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Was Jevion Bletcher.
This is a bad one.
This was really bad. This is definitely a CTE thing because, I mean... He was a really good linebacker, kind of mediocre during the college years, right? But he got an opportunity and took that opportunity. Worked his ass off.
Yep.
Got what he wanted. Got the fucking job that he wanted, playing professional football, got the car that he wanted, his dream car.
Mercedes-Benz or something like that.
Got his wife. It was a Bentley.
Yeah.
He got himself a fucking Bentley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Had himself a good wife. And then woke up one day after making coffee and just decided, fuck it, snapped, grabbed a gun, and did terrible things.
Shot his wife so many times, and
yeah. And then left, and then then jumped on the sewer slide in front of his coaches
team facility
at the fucking facilities, the training facilities.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that's definite because they're talking about like everybody from when he was a kid up was like he was such a nice guy, he was so helpful, he was this and that. And I know they say like it's the ones you never expect, but like that was to a level of just like the CTE set in and there was nothing that could be done almost like.
Yeah, and the last words that he told his coaches were like, I've been going through some shit.
Yeah.
And I got to do this. And it's like, man, see, this is one of those moments where the degenerate takes his helmet off and stuff like that.
Take my glasses off for this one.
Yeah, and says that mental health is very important, guys. So if you're going through some shit, you tell those people that you care for and just reach out, man, because everybody's here for you.
It's
all that good stuff.
There's a lot of the people around you would definitely matter whether you be in the world next to them not because you didn't reach out or talk to somebody. And if you're trying to reach out and talk and those people don't keep reaching, somebody's going to get you. Please, like I know it's not necessarily the message of hope, but if somebody will reach out to you and be able to, help call helplines, whatever you got going on. We understand we are both grown men with families and I'm a dad, he's a married man, we're trying to make it work in this world as well. We totally understand. It's tough. There's days where you just don't want to roll out of bed. Yeah,
you don't want to do a goddamn thing.
And it's tough, and then the problem is too is, as men, let's just be real, we don't get to make a lot of excuses, at least the ones that are trying to be good men. And it's almost frowned upon like, oh, why aren't you manning up, and you have to do what you got to do, and sometimes you don't get the time to feel your feelings, and it's rough, but just understand, we understand a lot of people out there suffering just like you. You're not alone. Never feel like you're alone, and please try to make sure you reach out to the people you need to and whatever you got to, please.
Even if it's vicariously through a streamer or somebody that you like, reach out.
Yeah, message us. If this hits you, message us.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll be buddies.
Hell yeah.
Can't say we'll travel to meet you, but we'll be friends.
Yeah, vicariously.
Vicariously friends. All right, well, on that,
let's put the helmet back on.
Back to the goofiness. All right, well, on that, so that's definitely a sad story. That's definitely and I think the moral of the story of all this is, hey guys, if you're gonna do anything that's dangerous, protect your noggin. Okay.
PPE.
Protect that noggin. Okay. Because there are some things that as a man you have to do. You have to do some dumb shit as a man sometimes. Now as a man, there's some dumb shit you don't got to do. All right. So. This helmet ain't going to protect this guy in this situation. You hear that? That's him going down the drain.
Oh, thank God.
It's getting heavy.
It was getting hard to breathe.
I couldn't breathe without my glasses. So this last topic, just to be a little bit bright note. So there's some harsh living. There's some doing some things that can fry your brain. And then there's being a dumbass. So, for example,
I know all about being a dumbass.
We know about being dumbasses. All right. And then there's dumbasses and then there's dumbasses. This is a dumbasses. If you are the CEO of a company, all right, I think you know where I'm going with this. And you're cheating on your wife, right? Right. Blade?
Yeah.
Would you, A, keep it private and secret, B, find getaways that are nowhere near anywhere where anybody can find you, or C, do public events where they could potentially put you on a giant jumbotron?
I would take option D, and I would log jutsu my way out of that.
To substitution. Pew!
Yeah, just log, and I'm a log.
Well, that was the CEO of the. I don't know if it was necessarily CEO, but he was a top ranking CE something, right, or COO, CEO, whatever of this company.
CFO.
It might have been whatever. He was way up there.
Officer.
He was way up there, Blade. He was way up there. Was caught screwing around with his head of HR. Well, to be fair, they weren't screwing, but
yet
there was a plan for that night.
They were just embracing.
They were heavily embracing, to say the least. Like, if they weren't doing something, then that dude's putting in a lot of work for nothing at all. I put it like that. Like, he's getting played all the way through, because she was cheeks to meat, hugged from behind, and loving every minute of it until the camera busted them both down. And then, here's what's funny, too. Listen, bro, you've already been busted. Just embrace we're a loving couple, and then the camera moves on to the next ones. Whenever you play this move right here, they know it's you. They know you ain't supposed to be there. They know you messed up. I mean, if I was that camera operator, I'd be like, oh, yeah, this guy been busted.
And that's exactly what the fuck happened.
Yeah, we're going to sit right here.
I think even the lead singer of Coldplay was like, those motherfuckers are having an affair.
They're either, he goes, they're really, really shy. I got busted having an affair.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the guy wants to sue. He wants to sit there and be like, his private affairs were thrown in place of people's business. It's causing him problems with him and his wife and his family. No shit, Sherlock Holmes. You got busted cheating on your wife at a business trip function at a Coldplay concert, which apparently his wife was a Coldplay fan too. That's just one thing I've heard. I don't know how true that is. It'd be hilarious if it is true, just to add on.
Dude, that was a business function? I want to get there. I want to go to a business function like that.
Oh, apparently that's what the dude's wife and the girl's husband were saying, that they thought they were on a business trip function where it was like a company, like business dealing.
So it was a lie?
Wait, you mean to tell me that people having affairs lie?
That's bullshit.
I never heard of such nonsense. I really wanted to see
Coldplay.
Only in the movies.
I just wanted to see Coldplay.
Only in the TV shows. So yeah, from now on, if we catch you cheating, you've been Coldplayed.
Straight to Coldplay.
You've been Coldplayed.
That's yellow card. I was thinking of a yellow card song. My bad.
It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. I'm going to let you get away with that. But yeah, so I think that's the show. I think we wanted to definitely end on a little bit of a brighter note. Unfortunately, it was, the Prince of Darkness dying and Hulkamania and then CTE. But hey, at least we got to end on two jackasses that are bigger jackasses than us.
That's kind of true. Because, honestly, I probably would have been like, hey, guys.
Just embrace it. Yeah. At that point, because literally, here's the thing.
You
think
you're that fucking high profile? People are gonna recognize you? Come on.
I'd never even heard of the company.
You think you're Ozzy Osbourne?
Come on. I think the company was called like Astronomer or something. I've never heard of the company name.
You think you're Will Sasso?
Will Sasso?
You think you're Deborah Williams?
You think you're 1980s superstar Fred Savage?
You think you're fucking Sinbad? Anyway, I think we'll end on that one. Anyway, guys, we love you with consent, and thank you for tuning in for another episode of Deep Thoughts Whiskey Shots with yours truly, the degenerate extraordinaire, and
as always, make sure you protect your brain and reach out for help. And I've been your host, James. Bye.
Bye.